if you know that the slope is already right here and the y-intercept is right here, I broke these up into, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parts. So you get 2 points for the slope. You get 2 points for the y-intercept. How many points did I need? 3. It says plot and label. So I needed something like 1 and -1, 1.
You want each point label?
Yes. 0, 4. Now, a lot of the things I gave you credit for on the quiz, I won't give you credit for on the test. So make sure that you show this. 1, 7 would be right there. 3 points. On the test, you will see this. You will see a little XY table. Put your points right in there, or put them up here. Either one is okay. I'm still competing with conversation. Always write down the word right. Never write down the word left. We're going from left to right when we're talking about the slope. I gave some people credit, but if you do this, you'll never get this wrong. You'll get full credit. Start at one of your points. Do I go up or down to get to the next point?
Down.
1, 2, 3. Going from left to right, I've got to go up. Up 3. Your second movement will always be to the right then. Up 3, right 1. I don't know if I'll even have that on the test, but that should be how you look at the slope, always from left to right. Then you'll never have to worry about the bottom portion, your rise and your run. The run will always be to the right if you're going from left to right. Take a look at that. That would get you full credit. Having 3 points. What is the easiest way to find these points? Calculator. Can everybody put that into their calculator? Yes. If you can't, when everybody's working on test practice number 1, make sure you come up to my desk. We'll make sure that you understand what's on the calculator. 20 to 30% of the SOL you can do on the calculator.
Yes. Graph it or table?
Just the table. I'm just saying, where would you get this? You'd get it from the table.
Yeah, there you go. Y equals
Number 2.
4, 7, 10, 13, 16, 19, 25.
Take a look. -2, -3. Plot and label 3 points. If I want 3 points, -1, -1, 0, -3, 1, -5. You can show it either on the chart, on the graph, or you can show it in a little XY table. I don't care, but show me at least 3 points. Actually make your line and see if it matches up. If you have a negative slope, it should be going downhill from left to right, and it is. If I'm moving from left to right, I would be going down 2 over 1. So down 2, right 1. Where do I get that from? Make your slope to fractions. Down 2, right 1. If you've got one of these right, you should be able to get the other portion right. Page 2.
122G.
Okay. These are the style of question you want to see come up on tests. You want this to come up on your SOL test. They're just making sure that you understand how to plot points with your X and Y axis, how to interpret an equation and pull out the slope and the y-intercept. That's it. Page 2. 3/4. So far, the equations are fairly neat in how they're presenting the data. 3/4, -1. It's right there. Up 3, right 4. Always push any negatives to the top. There's no negatives here to deal with, so I know it's going to be up and it's going to be to the right. 3 points. 0, -1, 4, 2, 8, 5. Number 4 switches things up just a little bit. What's my slope for number 4?
Slope of 4 is 0.
Nope.
For number 4. Oh, it's -3. Okay. What number do you want? Yeah, it's -3. Oh, you switch it to 0.
What's slope?
-3.
What if you don't have anything over here for the y-intercept?
It's 0 then.
It's 0. They're just not showing the +0. Where is that crossing then? What do we call the exact center of your graph?
The the origin.
Origin. So that's one of my points. Now I only need 2 more. I've got 1, -3, 2, -6. This makes sense because this is negative. Write it as a fraction. Put the -3 on top of a 1. That's your description.
Down 3, right?
Down 3, right 1. If you push that negative to the top, your bottom is always going to be talking about moving to the right. You don't even have to deal with the left.
Is that down right? I think that's too big. Good morning. Watch your mouth. How you survive without the
What is special about an equation with just x?
Yeah, that's like the only one I got.
Make it's telling us that x is always 5. So write down 5 3 times. Over here, you can put any numbers that you want. Plot those 3 points, and you'll see you get 5, 0, 5, 1, 5, 2. It's kind of the opposite of what you would think. The x-axis is horizontal, but an x equation is vertical. It goes through x equals 5. So someplace around here, write down that this is vertical.
That's it?
If you don't remember that, just put in an equation with y equal to a number on your calculator, and you'll see that that's horizontal. Well, what's the slope if it's perfectly up and down? What do we call that? It doesn't even exist.
So I get it wrong from giving a thing. It don't exist.
That's a good question. Life isn't fair. You gotta put something.
But it doesn't exist.
Undefined or no slope would be better. What is the y-intercept? Is this crossing the y-axis at all?
So,
No y-intercept. So a vertical line doesn't have a slope, and it doesn't have a y-intercept unless it's right on the axis itself. This one I didn't care about describing it. All I needed was the 3 points. You can put the 3 points here, or you can label it over here, whatever you want to do. You're going to see a couple like this. You've actually got to do something before you graph it. How do I get y all by itself from that?
you subtract both sides by 3.
3x. We want the entire 3x to go away.
Right, so you have 2y. Okay, now you divide everything by 2.
Everything by 2.
Okay.
Don't write down decimals. Keep it as a fraction. This turns out to be plus 7. Now it's just like all the rest of the problems. You've got a slope. If the slope is negative, will this be uphill or downhill? Downhill. The points I got out of this, well, let's see. My y-intercept is 7, so I know 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is one of my points. 2, 4. I got all of these points off of my calculator. 4, 1. Done. One entire section is just going to be on graphing next week on your test. There's only going to be, I think, 4 sections. We'll do a test blueprint on Thursday. You'll know exactly what to expect. This last part, I took these off of your last test. Some people are still writing down infinity. You can't just write down 1 infinity. You got to have something like this. And on the SOL, they're going to have answers that have just 1 infinity symbol. If you're doing the correct notation, it looks like this. Because this goes forever this way, this goes forever this way. But this is going negative, this is going positive. Or, for that one, you could have just written down the R symbol. Either one's okay. For this one, -4, infinity. Up, down. It starts at -4 and it moves up forever. If you want to include the -4, you got to put this little bracket symbol around it. Over here, same thing. This goes forever to the left, forever to the right. It looks like it's only going down, but it's slowly moving left and right forever. Or big R symbol. If this is going down forever, would I put positive infinity or negative infinity? But it doesn't go up forever. Where does it stop at? -2, put a bracket around that. That's it. This one only had 1x, and that's right at -3. So you can put that all by itself. But it goes up forever, down forever, that's negative infinity, positive. Or everything. This goes forever up. This goes forever down. So my range is everything. But from left to right, it never gets into the negatives. 0 and infinity. Infinity to the right, to the left, it only includes 0. You won't see domain and range until we review again for the SOL in the third or fourth quarter. But all of the graphing that you saw will be on the next test.
Come up to and pass the test. What I gave to you.
Is taking the other course helping with this course?
No. No matter how hard I try, I still be getting asked. I'll be busting my butt trying to figure that stuff out.
This has a little bit of everything. This has got regular graphing, this has got inequality graphing, and it's got some slope work. When you're done with your corrections, staple all of that stuff together with the quiz and hand that in. That's the only thing I need today, is your corrections. This is what I'll collect on Thursday. Yep. Did everybody get a worksheet? Who did not get one?